Now, would you think that it is possible to manifest the birth you want? Do you think that visualization is actually powerful enough to help you achieve the birth you want? My name is Lynn JT. I'm your hypnobirthing practitioner, and I'm here to help you birth like a boss. Now, this is video 6 of our 7 video parts. You can download today's guided meditation just by clicking on the link below, and that will also give you instant access to the full video series here, as well as all the self-care pregnancy tools. Now, to answer that initial question of whether visualization meditation can help you manifest the birth you want, well, let's look back at why and the how all of that fits into the right birth strategy that you should be aiming for. Now, remember from video 1 in this series that fear and stress hormones will stop the flow of good hormones for pain relief. And thus you'll experience intensified pain, likelihood of tearing, and needing synthetic drugs and intervention. You want to avoid that. Visualization is one of the tools that is going to get you out of that fear cycle and into the calm cycle strategy. That's going to allow you to create incredible pain-relieving hormones that are required to have a quick, peaceful, and powerful birth. So how does it do that? How does visualization help you do that? By giving you physical and mental relaxation, which is needed in this cycle, and arming you with rock-solid confidence, which is fundamental for staying calm and trusting your primal instincts. That's what knows how to give birth best. So it's trusting those instincts. And visualization therefore becomes a vital tool at unlocking this entire calm strategy. Now, remember that pain is on a scale, and there's a huge difference between manageable discomfort and severe agony. And it is totally possible to manage discomfort when you follow this strategy. So how does visualization unlock this strategy? Let's go back to the first step here in the cycle. Now, we've seen that the mind-body connection, we've seen this, and it means that your thoughts will affect your body on a cellular level. Negative or positive thoughts and images, i.e. what you visualize, will self-manifest, i.e. it will materialize in your body, in your birth experience. Now, this understanding is used by top athletes all the time. You heard the term PMA, positive mental attitude, and visualization and relaxation are fundamental lessons in sports psychology that coaches use all the time to get their athletes to reach their goals and beat their own personal records. Now, in birth, you need to relax to conserve your energy, to open up beautifully and smoothly without resistance, and to produce the pain relief hormones. Then confidence needs to replace the fear that was at the top of the old cycle. It needs to replace the fear and the self-doubt here at the top. Now, to do that, you need to start de-brainwashing yourself of the myths and the misconceptions that make birth scarier than it is, and rebalance that knowledge, your knowledge, with helpful birth education on specifically on how nature's birth design is actually far from flawed. And I can understand, because I really used to think it was just the worst design in the world, but it's a beautiful mechanism that when it's allowed to work naturally, it just flows. You also need to stop negative input that feeds fear. So you need to remove it, but also stop any more input from creating more fear, such as anticipated problems that you don't know how to deal with, and horror stories, and replace that with practical empowering tools and the right scripts for staying in control, learning how to deal with problems in a calm, structured way, so you can manage your labor with confidence. And visualization is what cements that enlightened knowledge, and it's what helps you embody that newfound confidence. So you're not just acting more confidence, it's not faking it. You actually feel it and are confident. And that's what allows you to relax. The second part in the cycle. And with practice, you get those techniques down to a quick trigger effect So, just the smallest element of that visualization triggers this whole cycle, and boom, you've got pain relief drugs and happy hormones on tap. And this is what allows you to stay calm, in control, manage your comfort levels, and just allow birth to happen in that beautiful way. Now, we've said athletes use visualization all the time, and meditations all the time, because where the mind leads, the body follows. So just remember that. You forget everything else. Where the mind leads, the body follows. And visualization is going to improve your breathing technique, your physical stamina, as well as that emotional stamina, and your entire physical performance of your birthing muscles. Because an effective labor is going to be a short labor, and that's what you want. You don't want to get into that exhaustion cycle, which is going to tip you back into that tension pain cycle. So this visualization, this is manifestation. You can learn to embody that confidence. You learn to truly trust your instincts, and the visualization is what helps you trust them, and actively let go and give into that inner birthing wisdom that you have. You have it, and you just have to tap into it. Now, there's a warning here, is that the limitations of visualization and meditation is that it will not work in isolation. Now, I've told before the birth version of The Princess and the Pea, where there's the princess who's lying on a bed of multiple layers of mattresses, but she's still getting bruised because of this pea that's wedged at the bottom of the pile of mattresses. And it's not going to help to layer on loads and loads and loads of comfy, cushy mattresses, i.e. the positive affirmations, the meditations, all this lovely visualization. There's no point piling all of that on if you don't remove the P in the first place, if you don't remove the fear. So it's only when you remove that fear fully with the right education, the right tools, and then only will the positive visualizations be really effective. Because you're just replacing all of that fear, the anxiety, that misunderstanding with all these really powerful affirmations into your subconscious, and that's when they're really going to stick and manifest into your body. Saying that, nevertheless, it is never too soon to start. You can't start using pregnancy meditations too early. And even if your due date is tomorrow, you're going to get 100% more benefit from doing some than doing none at all. That's just given. Now, a lot of people find meditation difficult when you're unsure of what you need to be visualizing, or you don't know how to start meditation at all, or you try and your mind gets distracted and you can't remain focused. These are the problems that keep coming up. The easiest tool to use, form of this tool to use, is pregnancy-specific guided imagery, guided meditations that give you the visuals and they do the work for you. So you just plug it into your ears, and it works even if you fall asleep. Even if you go off into a deep sleep and you don't consciously hear all of those messages will still be trickling into your unconscious mind, because you can close your eyes, but you can't close your ears. And they'll be talking to your inner animal and awakening those primal instincts inside you and building your trust in them so that you can tune into them quickly and listen to your body and your baby to hear what they really need so you can act on that. And you can practice. Ideally, you want to practice with different meditations for each different stage of labor, so you get the right messages for the right parts of labor. But it's also really important to keep going back to general pregnancy relaxation tracks every night for better sleep quality and staying relaxed. Dreaming is how your brain processes the events of every day. And it's how your brain makes sense of all this new input that you're getting, and you're getting new input about your pregnancy and stories that you hear and everything like that every day. So instead of allowing new fears to register, to fester, to give you nightmares, you need to be plugging into these meditations to feed your soul with confidence. You're using these meditations to essentially upload the pregnancy and birth confidence you need to create and remain in that pain-relieving, calm cycle strategy that we've outlined really well in video 1. Now, and you can do that to avoid falling into that fear, tension, pain cycle, because you can only be in one or the other at one time. So if you're actively staying and creating, reinforcing that positive cycle, then you can't be falling into the negative one so easily anyway. It's never too early or too late to start benefiting from this amazing tool. So download your own pregnancy relaxation, my guided meditation in MP3 format. Just click on the link below and you'll also get access instantly to the full video series. I'll see you in there.